Hey guys, Codex here. So today we are going to be diving into Cardano's native token ADA, and we're going to be taking a look at the current momentum. We are also deploying ADA's risk metric in this video in order to discuss its current risk in relation to the US dollar. But before we do get into this one, make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave the video a thumbs up as every bit of support helps us moving forward. So I thought this would be a decent time to talk about Cardano. I mean, there is no doubt that the last couple of months have been rough for ADA holders out there, especially those that came in within August and September, since they are technically down more than 45%. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, we've covered ADA many times, especially right here in November, and we said it. We said that we should expect a breakout anytime soon, since December and January offer the best 2 months ROI on average. So we expected December to be somehow good. Clearly, ADA hasn't done much so far, and I know that December isn't over yet, but we should keep in mind that we are technically down 20% this month, and it's close to its end. Now, we can't talk about ADA without mentioning Bitcoin, and BTC is currently trending below its bull market support band, coming in between 51 and 53k, so we can't really expect a rally and a parabolic move from ADA unless Bitcoin starts trending up again in the next couple of weeks. Two things we are going to be looking at before moving to our risk metric are the KDJ and the relative strength index on a weekly time frame. And what's really interesting about these two is that we are coming to levels we haven't seen in a very long time. I mean, the RSI for ADA is currently trending at 37, and the last time we were so low with this indicator, it was basically in March of 2020 when everything went down and when Cardano went all the way down to less than 2 cents. And what this shows is that ADA is currently oversold. Now, yes, the current situation isn't as bad as it was back in here, because here we were already trending down for over 2 years, and then we still had another massive drop taking prices lower, which isn't the case now. But nonetheless, we can't deny the fact that Cardano is being oversold. Some of you are going to comment on this and say, well, we can't say that we are oversold unless we are below 30 on the RSI. Well, you may be right with other coins, but with ADA, it really isn't the case. And if we follow the narrative, then this means that ADA at 2 cents wasn't undervalued. So, as said, the RSI is currently showing signs that Cardano is massively undervalued and oversold. Now, with the KDJ right here, and this is basically another free momentum indicator, we can see that we are still experiencing some downward pressure, but it really is coming to an end and will most likely end within the next week or two. Another thing to note is that we are getting close once again to the support that we spent the vast majority of Q1 of Q2 of the current year, coming in at 1 to 1.1 US dollar. So yeah, we sure can see another 10 to 15% move to the downside for ADA in the upcoming few days, especially if Bitcoin keeps trending below its bull market support band as we said. But overall, the bearish trend for Cardano is coming to its end. Now let's take a look at the risk metric for ADA USD right here. And look, we do have two charts here. The orange one is basically Cardano's price to the US dollar, which you can read on the right y-axis. And this is our risk metric right here, which is on the scale of 10, and you can read its values on the left side. We've talked about this indicator many times here, so we aren't going to waste too much time and go full in depth in it, but you can get this indicator for free by joining our Telegram, and you will find it pinned up alongside to Chainlink's and BNB's risk metric. This indicator is totally free. You don't have to pay a nickel for it. All you have to do is join the Telegram chat group and you will find it there. Now, to clarify the matter, this is an indicator that we have developed in order to know when an asset in our space is overbought, which means overheated, and it also shows when an asset is oversold, which means undervalued. In other words, offering a good entry point. And the higher we get into these red regions, the riskier the coin is, and the lower the risk gets, the safer the coin is as an investment. Now, Cardano's current risk is trending at about 2.9, which historically speaking is a good entry point, and the risk was slightly lower a week ago when the price dropped all the way to 1.15 USD. Of course, the risk can still slide down if Cardano's price keeps trending down, and as I previously said, there is a chance of us dropping another 15% from the current price, but that doesn't mean that Cardano isn't a good investment now. Historically, we surely have recorded much lower risk levels, like back in March of last year when the risk was below 1, which you almost never see. And the same happened at the end of 2018 when the price of ADA dropped all the way down to 3 cents. But for now, I don't think Cardano will drop to these low levels. The only thing that can push us as low as here is Bitcoin entering a bear market and trending below its fair value. But other than that, which isn't likely to happen, I don't see us dropping much lower on the risk metric. I would even say that ADA is one of the best investments right now when it comes to its risk, alongside to Chainlink and Polkadot. As long as we keep trending in these regions below 4 on the risk metric, Cardano would stay an attractive investment. Please keep in mind, this is mainly a long-term type of investment. We aren't talking about what's going to happen tomorrow or in the next few days. I'm just talking about Cardano as a long-term investment. And it's reasonable for a project that went more than 120x in a year to have some type of a bear market or a reaccumulation phase, let's call it. We have had a big accumulation phase with Cardano previously. We've also experienced the same thing with Ethereum, so it's normal that we enter these phases in which people start losing hope and selling for a 50 or 60% loss. And lately, there is also all sorts of FUD around ADA about the coin not really having an ecosystem for the time being. And we know that. I mean, that's nothing new. That's the obvious. We have known that for a long time. So we will keep an eye on this. We will see what really happens, especially with Sunday swap coming in and all. We'll keep an eye on ADA and time will tell us. This was about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Leave the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you have anything to say. Check our Telegram. Thanks for sticking by and peace.